We have been waiting for Emerald Lakes for years.
20 years.
It has been something people have known about.
Yeah.
3,760 units, 2.82 million square feet of commercial, office, educational, and business space, 300 hospital beds, and 865 hotel rooms.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a town.
Yeah.
When one of the largest builders in the country decide to make a major investment in a community or a county, people start to sit up and take notice. And that has really happened with the Space Coast. Lennar Builders, and this is Kimberly Villano.
Hi.
You may have seen her in some of our other Lennar videos that we've done. She's my voice of information, and she has been around for quite some time and knows a lot about Lennar and the communities that they develop. So we're going to kind of use that experience to really learn about all the different developments that are going on and upcoming in Brevard County and what that means to you, a potential buyer. So thank you so much for joining me today.
My pleasure.
Lovely.
Absolutely.
So if you're new to my channel, I'm Lee Johnson with Brownfield Real Estate Group. And most of my videos are about relocating to this area and the advantages of it, the areas that you might consider moving to, and why each area is different. So Kimberly and I are going to kind of break down the different areas that Lennar is building in so that you can walk away from this if you like the idea of Lennar as a builder and you want to buy a brand new house. This is a great opportunity to kind of decide which one of the communities you might be interested in. So first, we're going to start with just some basic information on Lennar.
Absolutely. So Lennar is a very large company.
Yes,
we are one of the first and second top builder in the country as far as size, for sure. So
Wow.
Located throughout the country in 32 states. So we are probably building a place anywhere that you are thinking of possibly moving. So. But we have heavily invested, obviously, here hugely in Brevard County. There is a lot of land here and that is untouched. So Lennar has actually made very big investments here in South Brevard specifically, between the Northwest Palm Bay, Southeast Palm Bay, and then also Melbourne. So in the pipe and a lot under construction right now as we speak.
It's
so
really very exciting
absolutely.
To see all the different, and you have different homes in different communities, so it keeps each area unique.
Sure, absolutely.
Which is really kind of cool. So is there a price point that Lennar tries to stay within?
I'm going to say yes. Our price point, it really kind of depends on the community itself.
Sure.
And if we're an active adult community, my price point is going to range from the mid 2s and go up to the 500s. I may even touch 600 depending on the size of the home.
So we're actually sitting in a model home in the Riverwoods, which is a community right on St. John's Heritage Parkway in a huge area that Lennar has called the Everlands.
The Everlands, absolutely.
And so tell me a little bit about what the Riverwoods is.
Sure.
Why it's a part of this huge, larger
Absolutely.
community and so on.
So the Everlands is our master plan. We are located in Northwest Palm Bay, as northwest as you can get. Basically, we are on the West Melbourne line. And our investment here is 6 communities that we're building. Right now, we are on the 3rd community. We've already built the first one, which was Edgewood at Everlands family community. That one's built and sold out. Then we built the first 55 plus component, Timbers at Everlands. And now we're building Riverwood at Everlands, which is a family community.
So again, the house that we're sitting in is a 2-story structure. It's the size.
Yeah,
it's almost 2,900 square feet.
Absolutely. Yeah. This is a 5-bedroom, 2.5 bath with a flex room on the first floor and a loft on the second floor. So it is quite spacious.
Wow.
So I do have a lot of different choices to choose from. Absolutely. Yes. Whether you're in the 300s or you're in the 400s, we definitely have a price point that should work for everybody.
And these are all resort style communities, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Which means that you get lots of amenities. Yes, there's an HOA in these, but you get a lot for your buck. We're going to talk next about the Timbers, which is the adult community, 55 plus. And
Absolutely.
More
everything.
Than you can possibly come
Everything. Yes.
So that's the movie theater. It's got the bocce ball. It's got the huge pool and hot tub and workout facility, and it's
pickleball and tennis. I mean, but so the 55 plus communities are 100% lifestyle communities, right? And that is really why people choose to go to an active adult community, is they want that resort style living feel.
So Riverwoods and Timbers are being built now, and they've been going on for a while, but they're still got a year or two each.
Yeah, we do have probably, I'd say, another year and a half to 2 years left with both communities, with the Riverwood and the Timbers at Everlands. Each collection, I'm going to say, is going to be different, because at the Riverwood community, I've got 2 different collections of homes. One is built on the north side of the community. The other is built on the south side. With the Timbers community, 5 different collections. So I've got a lot of different floor plans and a lot of collections of homes.
Quads and duplexes,
absolutely,
to smaller homes, to great
you got
homes.
it. You got it. So
if you want to be in an active adult community, this is you. No matter what your price point is, they've got something for everybody.
Absolutely, yeah. I've got a lot of different options in that community. So I will be there for another 2 years, I'd say, roughly, just in some shape or form. Maybe not in my 3-car garage homes, which we're selling out of. That is definitely one that we have maybe just a few more months, couple months left on those. But the other homes, my small homes and then my attached homes, we'll have those for another 2 years for sure.
We're northwest, so we're practically in West Melbourne.
Yeah.
Lots of development going on, lots of shopping and infrastructure being built right now. So in no time flat, there will be a ton of stuff to do, besides the fact that you've got Palm Bay Road and Malabar Road, easy access to this area.
Absolutely. And 192, which we're only, yeah, absolutely. So we're, Space Coast Town Center will be another 3 miles north, or 2 miles north of Riverwood anyway. So everything's kind of coming out this way.
Okay, so if we start heading south, actually the next development is the Tillman Lakes, which is a
on Malabar
for Lennar.
Correct. Yeah. So now this is a little different for us. We are normally the developers of our own communities, but this is actually, Tillman Lakes is a Metro Group community. So it's not developed by Lennar. We are just the builder that they have chosen to build the homes in the community. So we buy the lots and build the home. You get more home for your money in that type of a community.
And that's one of the things I really like about Lennar is when you find an agent that you work well with, you get to hang on to that agent no matter what Lennar development you're involved with.
Yeah.
So you can sit down with your client. They indicate that Lennar may be one of those developments or builders that they'd like to take a look at. And Kimberly pulls out her whole handful of cards of options and helps find the right option for that client, which is really nice.
Absolutely.
Plus. So the next thing, before we jump all the way down south, is also a rather unusual thing, at least in this part of the country, that Lennar is doing, which is the scatter lot homes.
Yes, absolutely. So
if you're anti-HOA, but you love the idea of a Lennar home, here's your option.
Yeah, so we do build scattered lot homes, or some people may refer to them as spot lots, and that's where we just purchase a lot and build a home on it out in the city. Right now we're predominantly in Palm Bay because that's where a lot of the land is. So we do have the scattered lot options, and we do build 2 floor plans. One is a single story 4-bedroom 2-bath at 1,825 square feet. The other is a 2-story, similar to the one we're in today, but it's called an Honor, and it's a 5-bedroom 3-bath 2-car garage home at 2,800 square feet.
Right.
So we do build both of those on the scattered lot, and that definitely does give people a lot of home for their money, and especially the fact that there's no HOA or CDD on that product. So
I'm going to touch on this really briefly, because if you're interested in any of these communities, you can, of course, go see videos that we've done together on almost every one of these communities, including we talk about scatter lots. They are a great advantage because if you have a boat and you want to be able to park it in your driveway or your backyard, if you want to you want to put a big garden in. Some of those things are restrictive by HOAs, but having a non-HOA home and still getting a good quality builder like Lennar is a great option.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think you touched on that.
Then we zip all the way down to the south side of Palm Bay.
Yes.
To something that's really, really exciting. We have been waiting for Emerald Lakes for years.
20 years.
It has been something people have known about.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been in the works and development and planning and infrastructure and all that stuff for forever. And Lennar is the first builder.
Yes. So we've already started infrastructure on the land. We should start pre-sales probably in April or May. So we'll be getting started fairly soon in the next couple of months. We do have huge presence right on 95, where our first phase is going to be located. So it is very visible to people that are driving down the highway, that we're building a community there.
Right. So for point of reference, if you're looking at a map or trying to figure out where we are, we're talking the southeast part of Palm Bay. It's literally the I-95 will bisect Emerald Lakes in half.
Yes.
Right off this exit 166.
Correct.
Just not far from Babcock Road.
Yes.
Great area, easy access to the rest of the city since you're right off of the highway there.
Absolutely. So, and that'll be I'm going to say a labor of love, because it will be in a few years of building, definitely. We'll have 3 different phases. The first 2 phases will be family communities. And then the final phase will be another 55 plus, another active adult community that we'll be building there.
I brought my papers with me so I could get all this completely right. But when Emerald Lakes is done, and remember, it's a 20-year project, 3,760 units. 2.82 million square feet of commercial, office, educational, and business space, 300 hospital beds, and 865 hotel rooms.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a town.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah. It's a master plan that they're building. They want to encompass as much as possible. Being located at exit 166, which is a new exit for Brevard.
A video I just finished on all the developments that are coming to Palm Bay. And the south part of Palm Bay has got thousands and thousands of homes already planned in big development areas where they're master plan communities, even though it's within the city of Palm Bay.
Absolutely.
So I did misspeak a little bit, so I just want to correct myself. The entire Emerald Lakes is planned for just shy of 4,000.
Yes, correct.
Lennar is committed to about 1,000.
I think we have about 2,000 in total with the 3 communities.
Right.
So yeah.
So you guys are a big player.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And so these are what we've talked about in these 2 areas are areas that are rapid growth, massive development, lots and lots and lots of construction.
And a lot of bang for your buck in these areas.
Absolutely.
I hate to use that terminology, but it is these are new areas, up and coming areas. So you're going to get more for your money in these particular areas because of it.
Go up
hugely, absolutely.
So if you're looking for a great investment opportunity, this is it right now. I mean, even if what you are is a buyer, but you're wanting to think about resale in the future, this is
absolutely.
Both of these areas are definitely in that area. As I said, these areas are going to be under construction for a long time to come.
Yeah.
So if you're anti-construction, you hate the noise, you hate the dirt, you hate the whatever it is, maybe those aren't your areas, but you can still love Lennar because there's still other options.
Absolutely.
And one of those options is another brand new community getting ready to come, which is Meridian at Mayfair.
Yes. So that is a community that we're building that's just off of Babcock in Melbourne. Just north of Palm Bay High School. Yep. So it is the last parcel of land that hasn't been built on in Melbourne.
So but one of the nice things about this is the accessibility. We've talked about accessibility with the highway, but what if you want to be in the heart of it? This is it. Yeah. Because as she said, you're just north of Palm Bay High School. You're less than a mile from Florida Institute of Technology.
Absolutely.
Babcock Road, as you've heard us talk several times about, is a major north-south artery in this area.
Absolutely. And you're right near US 1. Yeah. I mean, you're just a little jump away from US 1 and beaches, beaches will be a lot closer. You've got maybe a 7 or 8 minute ride to the beach.
This is South Brevard County, Melbourne, Palm Bay, West Melbourne, more or less, because Everlands butts right up to it. But so what else do we have going on? Because there's more.
So there is more, absolutely. We do have other land options, I'm going to say, that are going to be coming eventually in the Rockledge area, and then also in the Viera area. So we've built throughout Brevard County over the years.
Kimberly has touched on a couple times, so I just want to go back and mention, we're not going to get specific because time changes and things change, but each community has its own incentives. Each community has its own different floor plans. Each community has its own different feel. So regardless of what you're looking for, if you like the idea of a home that is completely done, all you have to do is walk in and you're there. So you can literally be in a home in 30 days or less, with the closing. But so there's lots of incentives with a builder like Lennar. They have their own mortgage company that if you choose to use them, they offer incentives as well quite often.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
we are always going to offer incentives, of course, and that's what keeps people knocking down our doors, right? It keeps people coming through our front doors. Our incentives are always going to be the best on homes that are move-in ready.
Just to make sure people understand. So you can't do the whole move-in ready thing, ready right now, ready in 30 or 60 days, whatever.
Yes.
But you also can, if this is something you like the idea of a Lennar home, you like this house, let's say, but maybe you want not white cabinets. There are this.
Yes, so they can choose.
Maybe it's being built in 30 days or something.
Yes, so there's always options. So if somebody comes in and says, hey, I really like that home, but I don't like what I see in the model, the white cabinets. Okay, well, let's go look at some of our home sites that are being built with gray cabinets. So there's always ways that we can counter.
I think last but not least, we're going to just touch really quickly, because I know a lot of people, no matter where you are in the country, you may have seen a community or an area that is what you might consider a little too cookie cutter. It just looks like somebody took a stamp and popped out houses and it looks way too much alike. But you're not doing that in a lot of our community. You've got a lot of variety, a lot of visual interest in two-story houses and one-story
single
houses.
Stories, 2 stories.
So again, these are planned and developed by a particular builder. So they're going to make sure the neighborhood and the homes are all beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a goal, without a doubt. You want to have a beautiful community and something that people are proud of when they come in, and makes it easier for us to sell also. So yeah, definitely.
Miss Kimberly, thank you so much for your time.
Well, you're very welcome. My pleasure.
With
you as well.
If you have more questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'd love to connect you with Kimberly. We can show you around any of these communities or talk about what future plans are with you. Again, I'm Lee Johnson with Brownfield Real Estate Group. You can hit the subscribe down below if you want to see some more of my videos. And as I said, there are a number of videos about Lennar communities because they do have such a large presence here. So take a look. I'll talk to you soon.